Welcome. My name is Scott. I'm the founder of EZ3DBiz.com, and today we'll be discussing my new book, Living Beyond 120, A Centurion's Guide to Longevity. It's the result of 5 years of intensive research into longevity and anti-aging. Basically, I decided to shoot for the stars and shoot for actually immortality and shoot for a cure for immortality. And basically what I discovered was some very, very powerful techniques for anti-aging, where people can routinely live to over 100 years old. And basically it's a very simple diet. It involves a change in diet and lifestyle, and it also involves basically a number of super herbs. One of the greatest discoveries was from the information and research from Mr. Ling, who supposedly lived to over 190 years old. And he was decorated, or he received a commendation, basically, which is like a merit from Chinese emperors. He lived so long. So that's pretty amazing. And the other one is from Mr. Zaro, Agha, who lived to over 150 years old. And his diet basically consisted of yogurt and cumin seed. But the main breakthrough in all this was the discovery of the enzyme called superoxide deaminase, also known as the SOD enzyme. And this enzyme is basically like a super powerful antioxidant. And what we discovered was this enzyme basically clears the cells of the body of toxins that are built up. And as most of you know, if you do your research, that aging is basically a result of toxins that have gathered in the cells of the body. And when you have enough of this enzyme in your body, called the SOD enzyme, the aging process seems to be either halted or basically substantially reduced. Basically, nutrition seems to be a very, very big part, having the right nutrition. For example, you can't eat lots of red meat all the time. You can't basically drink all the time. You have to have a decent lifestyle if you want to basically cut back on the diseases which contribute to aging. From my basic experience, I basically take raw foods. I'm a raw food person. I've been doing it for 5 years. And so switching to a diet that boosts the SOD enzyme, or creating my own natural herbal formulas that do that, was pretty easy for me. And since doing so, I've had no problems with energy. I've always had energy. I'm able to think clearly all the time. I always feel good. I never have any drowsiness, things like that. So I know this SOD enzyme plays a very, very major role in anti-aging. The book is 300 pages long. It's hardcover. You can order from Amazon.com, and it's basically everything you want to know about anti-aging or reversing the aging process. And it's got some pretty exciting, recent, relevant information. Also, a very powerful information I came across was from using Ormus. And I've been making my own Ormus now for about 3 years. And Ormus seems to reset the DNA, or the DNA of the body seems to be reset to its original perfected state. But the thing about Ormus is you can't take too much of it, and you have to know how to make it properly, and you have to know basically the right time to take it. For example, if you take too much Ormus, or if you take it at the wrong time, for example, when you're stressed, it causes a lot of problems. So I discovered through trial and error over the years, when I take just the right amount of Ormus, my body feels terrific. So it's like dynamite. You don't want to use too much. So if you're coming through YouTube, you can click underneath this link and you'll see the book. Basically, you can look at all the chapters in the book. You can also read the first 3 chapters for free, so there's no charge for that. And that's all from my website, EZ3DBiz.com. So it's great to have this book finished. I basically think I've discovered a very, very powerful way to offset the aging process, and I feel very confident that testing this and researching over the last 4 to 5 years has yielded really good results. And I also got the formula for the SOD, what's called the superoxide deaminase formula, that I also list in the book. And I'm also hopefully going to be selling it soon too, so you can see it through my website too. Once again, thank you for watching. I wish you all a great week ahead, and I wish you all a wonderful month, many happy days, and I wish you all continued luck and success in your journey. Thank you. Bye-bye.